All right, everybody, we're ready to get started. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll take a look at all this in just a moment. We want to welcome everybody to our 11 a.m. session. We do these support sessions Monday through Friday, currently Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Here to answer all of your questions. Hopefully everybody's went through the fast track system. It's real quick and easy to do that. You'll get a lot more out of these 11 a.m. sessions if you've earned your fast track badge. Otherwise, you're welcome to be here, but you may find it difficult to follow along because we talk a lot about stuff to the new person that may scare you off. This is a real easy program, but we're talking about food combining and your understanding of why food combining is so important, why it may have been the missing link for you your entire life, is necessary to get the most out of these support sessions. So make sure you watch your fast track videos, go through all the laps, earn your fast track badge, and then you'll go, oh, it is really easy. It's not that hard. With that said, my name's Travis Martin. I've lost over 100 pounds on the program, come off all prescription medications. Program's changed my life. And so have the Shibboleth members. We're going to keep on keeping on together. Make sure that you ask your questions in that Q&A section. Sorry, I got multiple things going on here. Bear with me. Oh, don't see Tammy today. I must have missed something. All right. So anyway, we want to thank our partners. Thank you, Leona Blackburn, our newest partner. We want to thank all of our partners. We will have an exclusive partner class tomorrow at noon, exclusive for our partners. We're going to be talking about gut health, good bacteria, the probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics, and the importance of those, the importance of good gut health. We're talking about that tomorrow at noon, exclusively for our partners. I want to congratulate, we have 4 fast track earners, and Angie Hadley earned the 25-pound badge. Great job. A few other badges earned. Congratulations. That just signifies that you're moving in the right direction. It's going to take some time. It's going to take time to overcome years and years of bad habits. It's going to take coming to class, hearing some of the same stuff repetitiously, changing your relationship with food and with yourself is going to be really important if we're going to finally lose weight, keep it off forever. All right, so let's get started. Got questions already here? Let's jump right into it. Can you check off grocery list items on your phone in the check boxes? If not, is that possible for the future? I think it's actually on our development list. Currently, you cannot manually check them off, but I know our developer is working on that, has been working on that. Very small team here and trying to put together a program that's competitive with the best program out there, but with no money. So bear with us as we keep trying to perfect the website for you all based upon your request, but it's a really good feature you're asking for. We'll continue to work on it. Next, got my first WOW Challenge badge yesterday. So easy to cook and eat spaghetti. Who would have thought possible? I know, right? So, in the old days when I would have my pasta, I would have like the Mueller's brand, Mueller's, whatever it's called, the angel hair pasta. And then, the ground beef that was, I thought, lean at 85% lean. That's really not lean, but we don't know that. Nobody's ever showed us how much just lard, how much fat is in that package of 85% lean. It's like 2/3 of the package. So I'm combining white pasta with fatty ground beef, putting those two things together. No wonder I went up over 300 pounds. But by changing a couple of ingredients, by changing the type of pasta to one of the many Shibboleth approved pastas, changing my ground beef out for 96% lean ground beef. Now I don't have the insulin, and the insulin ain't going to have any fat to grab onto. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, Tammy, I was looking for you. Sorry, I didn't see you. I'll go on and add you now. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Vonda said, Travis, you said something yesterday that I really need to hear. I have not been having perfect days, but have lost 18 pounds in the past 5 weeks. Wow. If I don't form the correct habits to support my needed new lifestyle, then it is more like a diet. Correct. It's very important. Y'all, we covered this yesterday. Shibboleth is so powerful. When you start using the daily disciplines, even if you're not using them completely and correctly, if you got a lot of weight to lose, you're going to drop a lot of weight. But the problem is that if you go, wow, I'm not even doing it all and I'm losing weight, this is awesome. That's going to catch up to you. As you lose some weight and your BMR starts coming down, as it does when you decrease weight, but you've never really learned to strictly control insulin 24, 25 days a month through your food combining, then you're going to hit a plateau and you're not going to understand it. You're going to be like, why did this quit working for me? It didn't quit working. You just never had those perfect days and developed the habit of, I have a strict rule with myself. I use a lot of hyperbole with myself to make impact on how I think about things. And I like to say, if you so much as lick the cheese dust off a Dorito, that's a holiday. Because after the lick goes the crunch, after the crunch goes the bag. And people don't look at it that way. We live in a day and time where we think moderation is knick-knacking on this and knick-knacking on that, but let's keep our calories low. That won't get it done if you're already in a place where you need to lose considerable weight. That won't get it done. Your enemy, if you're trying to lose weight, is insulin. You've got to control insulin. So how you look at the program, if you're one of those people that you just really struggle with this perfect day holiday philosophy, like many of our clients do, they go, that's extreme. It is not extreme. It is not extreme. When you get into maintenance, having 18 days where you live right with food is not that big of a thing. And having 12 days where you can eat what you want to, if that's not moderation, I don't know what is. But what gets people in so much trouble is they're having okay days and blow it days, instead of those perfect days where you're kind of paying it forward, you're earning the right to have your holidays. If you're just kind of doing so-so, and you're just doing so-so, kind of managing your calories, but may have a little handful of chips during the day and think it's no harm, a few Pringles, right? But the problem with that is you're spiking insulin. So you've got moderate levels of insulin in your system daily, and then you have that holiday or hog trough or blow it day or cheat day, whatever you're doing, whatever you call them. I call them holidays because I earn them, so I shouldn't feel guilty about them. But when I do that, boom, I'm getting that big insulin spike. It's better to go perfect is perfect, holiday's holiday. There's no lukewarm around here. If you'll develop that philosophy with a line in the sand, you'll get much better results. What would you say is the closest to that pasta as far as texture goes? Fiber gourmet pasta is the best one with the right combination of texture that you're familiar with. Keep in mind, white rice and white pasta has no flavor. It only absorbs the flavor of whatever you're eating it with. It has no flavor. Think about it. You're only eating it as a texture thing, which that little texture thing is causing you immense trouble. Think about spaghetti and spaghetti sauce. Spaghetti sauce is pretty good by itself, right? It's the flavor. Then you're adding it to white pasta. But white pasta shoots your blood sugar through the roof. It's like one of the worst things you can eat. One saucer of white pasta is equivalent to 30 teaspoons of sugar. Then you're adding that ground beef to it. Not a good combination. So if you're looking for one that's going to slow down the fat bus, that still tastes like traditional grocery store pasta, you're looking at fiber gourmet pasta. Carbonata pasta will work. Even better than that would be Explore Cuisine pastas. They're made out of lentils most of the time. And then, of course, you've got the freebie pastas. You've got your spaghetti squash, your zucchini noodles, etc. Can you only get Fiber Gourmet at the Shibby Shop? No, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it from Fiber Gourmet. Of course, we hope that you support the Shibby Shop, but no, you do not have to get it from us. You can get it in other places. It is hard to find at physical retail establishments. It's typically an online purchased pasta. If you're wanting a store-bought pasta, go with Explore Cuisine. I'm sure you can find it at one of your local grocery stores. Do you have a suggestion on increasing energy levels? I've been so dependent on caffeine. The last 3 days I've done without caffeine. I know caffeine isn't the best thing in the world, but should I go back to the caffeine and just maybe take a couple of days off each week from caffeine? Caffeine's actually, again, going to get a lot of stones thrown my way. It's actually a wonder drug. It's one of the best drugs for mental focus, clarity, and for helping the thermogenic effect, helping to elevate your energy expenditure so you burn more calories stored in fat during your day, especially when you're in a calorie deficit. So the only problem with caffeine is if you're overdoing it, like I tend to do. It's important to come off of it 2 or 3 days a week, but I don't. I should, but I don't. And what that does is help you reset your adrenal glands and get the kick from your caffeine without having to continue upping your dosage, because you do become very tolerant to caffeine, and it does start requiring more. And then there's a diminishing return on that investment. So it's just up to you. How do you increase energy levels? You eat right and you get rid of the excess fat. So when we're carrying around excess fat and operating in a calorie deficit, this is very important, everybody. When you're operating in a calorie deficit and you're used to eating 3,000 calories to support X pounds, you're going to have times of low energy. Think about it. You're not taking in all the energy you need so you can lose weight so that your body will use its reserve energy. And you're carrying around a lot of excess weight. You take me, I'm 200 pounds. Think about it. I'm 200 pounds. Now take a 6'3" guy, my size, who's 300 pounds. And let's say we both have good cardiovascular health. I eat 2,000 calories. He's used to eating 3,000 calories. Now, all of a sudden, you put me on 1,000 calories and him on 1,000 calories. Think about it. He's carrying around an extra 100 pounds. Who's going to get tired quicker? If we're eating the same thing and we're both in a calorie deficit, who's going to get tired? Him. He will get more tired because he's carrying around. You go pick up 25 pounds and tote it around. If you've got 30 pounds to lose and you want to know what you're dealing with every day, go pick up a 30-pound kettlebell and tote it around I dare you, for 10 minutes. You're toting that around all day. Now you're dropping your calories too. And we expect to have robust energy levels. Can't do it. You're operating in a calorie deficit. So that 300-pound guy, you got to pay the price. You've got to decide what you want. It's temporary pain. It's just temporary. So what's going to happen when he gets down to 200 pounds? Is he going to have more energy, even on less calories, when he gets down to a normal weight? Yes. He'll be able to tote that weight around much easier. Think of it this way. 300-pound Travis versus 200-pound Travis. When I was 300 pounds, and I wanted to eat enough to support that 300 pounds, I had 100 pounds extra that did not want to die. Do you understand? Did not want to die. Big Travis did not want to go. But lean Travis, inside of Big Travis, wanted to live. He wanted to thrive. So at 300 pounds, I had to eat the way a 200-pound man would eat to become a 200-pound man. So there were times this was rough, right? It was rough. I had to pay a price because Big Travis had to go. Big Travis had to go. I had to support 200-pound Travis. So there was a season where, yeah, energy levels lagged some, but I'll say this, watch this. My energy levels on the way down to my goal, they never lagged as much as when I was just staying 300 pounds and eating a ton. Right? It's hard to lose weight. It's a lot harder to stay overweight, big time. All right. Does the apple cider vinegar gummy work like the liquid version? It doesn't. I mean, that's the short answer. I'm not telling you not to do the gummies. You'll get some benefit from those if they have no sugar or very low sugar, but the liquid's much better. Can following the Shibboleth lifestyle correctly, can it correct insulin resistance, which I believe is my body's inability to respond properly to insulin and convert glucose to energy? If so, how? Food combining. Food combining, how many people here have had an A1C improved since they started Shibboleth? So number one, and Tina, pay attention to those folks, okay? Me, I got off type 2 diabetes medications. So yes, it definitely helps with insulin resistance. So our pancreas is supplying our insulin needs, okay? And number one, the more we consume foods that cause insulin, the more it's going to expand our insulin resistance problem. The more body mass that our pancreas has to keep up with, the more insulin resistance we're going to have to deal with because the body's growing. Our mass is getting larger. So when you lose excess fat and you control insulin with food combining, you're giving your little pancreas a break. You're giving your body a break. And you know, once we do that with consistency, your body knows what to do. It knows how to reach back to a level of homeostasis where everything's working correctly, as long as you don't get yourself in a situation where it's too late. So fix it because it's not too late. Chris says A1C from 9 to 6. Sherry ditto. Hey, Sherry, it improved my A1C. I was on 75 units insulin daily. I'm not on any more. Thanks, Chris. So Tina, just do the program. The hardest thing for me to have, has anybody else who's been around for a while, your family's asking you how you're doing this and you tell them, but they're just like, they may not say this, but it's like, there's got to be more. There's got to be more. It can't just be that. If you would just follow the program, not Tina, I'm talking to everybody. If you would just follow the program, it works. It'll take care of your high blood pressure issues. I can't make promises. Y'all know you get me shut down. You have to talk to your doctor about this. But I believe in what it did for me, and I believe in what it did for tens of thousands of other people. But it's the people that actually do the program, and they don't try to look for shortcuts. They actually go, okay. There comes a time when you just have to embrace, right? Embrace it. If you think this program sucks, you'll probably never do it. So I hate that for you. If you think it's just hard and it sucks, you'll probably never do it. I think it's easy. Drinking my water for life extending benefits, journaling to manage my behavior, food combinations to control insulin, which destroys mitochondria, diminishes life expectancy. So controlling insulin, portion control, eating with restraint, more days than not. These are beautiful, beautiful, simple daily disciplines that if we do them, life changes. But it's so hard to just get people, look, you don't need any tricks, any gimmicks. You just need these daily disciplines and amazing variety. I mean, endless variety on Shibboleth. And you just need to do it. Put your arms around it, go, okay. This is what I got to do. Let me be a big boy or a big girl. Let me do it. Just let me do it. Quit looking at the scales every day. If you're following the disciplines, the fat's coming off. There's no way around it. It's biology, unless you're an alien, unless you're from, some Star Trek planet from another world, and your body has different organs in it. If you follow the program, if you operate in a calorie deficit and you control insulin, you get adequate protein, done. It's done. Then the only thing that separates you from your goal is a little bit of time. But it just works. It just works. It's the perfect program because you can do it forever. And it changes with your state of mind daily. You feel like a nut tomorrow, we'll eat nuts. You don't feel like a nut the next day, we won't eat nuts. We're just going to make sure that we control insulin. That's it. Just do the program. I know nothing's ever worked before. Can y'all tell I'm talking to some phantom conversation that I have 1,000 times? I'm not even talking to poor Tina. I'm just talking because I've had to say it 10,000, maybe 100,000 times in 20 years. Just do the program. Unless you find that you can't, like you don't like hamburgers and you don't like hot dogs and you don't like spaghetti and you don't like pizza and you don't like Chinese and if you don't like any of that, probably won't enjoy the program. But if you do, you like sandwiches, let's fix you a sandwich that helps you burn fat. You like casseroles, let's fix a casserole. Travis, it's so hard. What's so hard about it? You know what? Let me share this with you. Here's what changed in my life. Just my weight. I still go to the grocery store. I still spend the same time, really less time there than ever before. I still have to go up to the clerk and take my money out. I'm just exchanging what I put my money on. Instead of Mueller's pasta, I'm putting it on Explore Cuisine pasta. And, does it taste good? Yeah. Does my peanut butter sandwich still taste good? Yeah. Does my grilled cheese sandwich still taste good? Yeah. Does my spaghetti still taste? Yeah. Do I still enjoy Red Lobster when I go? Yeah. Why is it so hard, everybody? Can somebody explain that to me? Yes, I'm having a conversation with a phantom person in the sky that's either texting me or emailing me. Will it work for this? Will it work for that? Will it work? It works for everything, unless you're from the Star Trek planet way out yonder and you have gravity and you showed up here on the planet and you have an altered digestive system because you're an alien. Otherwise, it works for everybody. Any tips for how I drink ACV and how much a day do I drink? It's not mandatory for me to do that. I do. I usually have a wine glass with Ocean Spray Diet and an ounce of apple cider vinegar. I mix mine in Ocean Spray Diet or Spark. 1-2 times a day is fine. About an ounce is what I do. But if I don't do it, it's not like a miracle thing. It's got good probiotics in it. It's great to take a swig of it. Probably best to dilute it, but I take a swig of it sometimes before a holiday meal because it helps control blood sugar, but usually I just have Carb Plus for that. But anyway, Ocean Spray Diet and Spark is what I use to mix with mine. Is there a benefit to drinking a supplement with amino acids while exercising? Do those supplements interrupt fast? It depends. It depends on how many carbohydrates is in your beverage that you're drinking before exercising or during exercise. Amino acids are, you have essential aminos and non-essential aminos. Non-essential aminos mean that your body can make them in the absence of them in your diet. Essential means your body cannot make them on its own and needs to get it from the food. I take Catalyst, Advocare Catalyst before a workout, and most of the time after a workout. Gives me energy, helps with muscle toning, muscle preservation. I'm sure your drink would do the same if it has branched chain amino acids. One amino acid by itself doesn't help that much. It needs to come in the way that they're found in real food. Branched chain amino acids is a good one to do. Your supplement that you're drinking, we have to know how much sugar's in it before we could really tell you if it interrupts so fast. If it has more than 15 calories in it, it's probably interrupting your fast. Awesome stuff, y'all. Awesome stuff. I haven't been able to tip the scales in a decade trying all kinds of programs. This has been the only program that's helped. Every other program, I've been down a bit, then up the next time. On this program, I'm down every time I step on the scale. Great job, Laurie. Congratulations. Anybody else? Keep it coming. We got about 5 more minutes in class today. Any other, you beautiful people, have anything that's holding you back? Let's talk about it. Let's unpack it. Let's be as humble as children. Let's have fun. Let's be teachable, coachable, trainable together and learn from each other and grow spiritually and emotionally together while decreasing physically. We'll get stronger, but we're going to get lighter. We want to start living life to its fullest again. You can't, putting on weight slow and then waking up one day 100 pounds overweight, it's tough. You don't even realize how great you'd feel just get rid of all that weight that so easily besets you. I'm not familiar with that one, Charles. Looking good naked class? I'm not sure. Oh, when does it look? Okay, when you when you get your body fat down below 20%, you look pretty good naked, I think. I don't know if you do, but I do. How do you get your family to eat healthy if they refuse to eat veggies? Just don't eat veggies. Is it better to eat veggies? Yeah, but you don't have to eat veggies on this program. Do they like bread? They can have category 2 bread. Do they like to eat category 6? They like peanut butter. You can eat peanut butter by itself on the program. You can have meat by itself. There's perfect pairings they can have. They don't have to eat veggies. They don't like veggies. After I explain the benefits to someone of eating your veggies and they go, I'm still not eating them. Okay, I get it. Sometimes you can't do what's optimal. Then what category 2s do you like? Because if you want to control insulin, here's what you got to do. You don't have to have broccoli to control insulin. You have to have fiber and protein. So we can still, I hear every excuse every day. Well, I can't do your program because I don't eat broccoli. I never knew this was the broccoli program. Nobody told me, Travis, I can't do your program because I hate green beans. I didn't know this was the green bean program. Travis, I can't eat shellfish. It goes against my religion. I didn't know this was the shrimp program. Travis, I just don't eat animals. I think it's cruel. I didn't know this was eat bunny rabbit program. Sweet bunny rabbit program. I didn't know it was I didn't know this was the Eat Bambi program. Travis, I can't eat that processed food. I can't eat that. It has Splenda in it. I didn't know this was the Splenda program. Nobody told me. I've been doing it 20 years. Nobody said do the Splenda diet. Is that written anywhere that Splenda is mandatory on Shibboleth? Is it? I'm sincere. Have y'all seen anywhere it says you must consume Splenda and aspartame? Travis, I'm just not doing those nasty Mighty Muffins. I didn't know this was the Mighty Muffin program. Nobody told me. Again, do y'all see? I'm pointing at y'all, but I've got 3 fingers pointing back at me. I have to fight myself on this every day. If I'm not careful, I will focus on the one thing I can't have, and I throw the baby out with the bathwater. Nobody said that there's any specific food that you have to have. You just can't eliminate an entire food group when it comes to your macros. You can eliminate eating Bambi. You don't have to eat anything that ever had a face on it. You don't ever have to eat anything that ever had a face. You can eat Popeye spinach. You can eat hemp hearts and hemp flakes. Nobody said you had to have any of these things that you're against. But what we like, gosh, here's what we're up against. We want to be able to look in the mirror and absolve ourselves. Stay with me. Somebody will get help from this. We want to absolve ourselves of that feeling that we're just not willing to work for it. Can I get an amen? So the way we can make ourselves feel better, we see all the results around us. And we don't really want to do it. We want to keep hog troughing it and eating what we want when we want. We want to lose weight a little bit or we wouldn't be here. We want to lose weight just a little bit, but we want the food so much more. We don't want the fat that comes with it, but we sure want the food. So we're kind of caught in this juxtaposition, and then we get started and we psychologically we're looking for every way possible to get out of doing this because we don't want to look in the mirror and go, it's me that's the problem. Nobody wants to. King David didn't want to. That's why Nathan the prophet had to say, you're the man, David. You did this thing. You did this. Just like I did it to myself. You did it. But what we do is we look, oh my gosh, I can't believe that Ocean Spray Diet is approved on this program. Did y'all know that it has sucralose in it? What kind of wellness thing is this? Y'all, I can't do it because Ocean Spray. Oh, I can't do it because the videos are too long. What about those short videos? Well, I just am not a video person. What about the in-person meetings? Well, life just keeps getting in the way. Until you decide to own your crap, this part of your life is not going to improve. It's better just to go on and get it done and get it over with. Food, been there, done that. Let's do something different with the rest of our life. I want to leave you with a thought. There's some stuff circulating the other day about judgment. And some Christian folks were telling other Christian folks, they said, boy, this world is going to get judged. It's going to get judged. People's going to go to hell. Y'all believe there's conversation going on there like that? Christian people saying they going to hell. They going to bust hell wide open. Have y'all ever heard it? We're all adults here. Put the kids somewhere else for a minute. We're going to have some adult talk. Boy, they going to bust hell wide open. Did y'all see that, what they showed on the television the other day? They going to bust hell wide open. While we got our arms propped up on our bellies, chewing our tobacco. They're going to bust hell wide open, brother. The way they act, they're going to bust hell wide open. Where's my diabetes medication? Where's my high blood pressure medication? They're going to, hey, Brother Herman, they're going to bust hell wide open how they act. I hear it. It makes me want to vomit. Makes me want to vomit. Let me tell you something about judgment. And I know that I'm going to lose some of y'all from the program today. Bye, Janice. Are y'all ready for me to lose a few members? Are you ready? I'm going to lose a few when I say this. Maybe we'll have some people that disagree with me and still love me after I say this. It ain't God's judgment you got to worry about. Don't throw anything. Let me finish. Let me finish. It's not God's judgment that you got to worry about. David said, King David, this is going to have to do with weight loss in a moment. Okay? King David, when he was either going to have to be judged by his enemies or judged by God, King David said, I'd much rather fall into the hands and the judgment of a righteous God than that of my enemies. God is merciful. God is merciful. There's a reason that David didn't worry about hell that come after this life. David said he made his bed in hell right here. I hope somebody gets this today. Somebody may shout. David, the Bible says that David said he made his bed in hell right here on this earth. God, you better hope that God judges you, because God is merciful. If you put your faith in Jesus Christ and you know what you are and what you're not capable of without his help, he knows in your heart you know that. You're pretty good. God's judgment is merciful. God's the one that took it all on his back so we don't have to take it on ours. But here's my weight loss point. The judgment that you need to worry about, this part, the entity that comes in second place is your neighbor. Your neighbor's judgment, that is worrisome to me. They can often make me feel about this big judging me. But they're a distant second. The judgment that you really, really need to worry about is your own. Is your own. Because you will not escape your own judgment. And the more you judge another, the harder you'll be on yourself, because what the world don't know about you, you know deep in here. The reason you pick on other people is to make you feel better about your own crap. And the tough part about weight loss, when you start making excuses, is every time you look in the mirror, if you quieten the voices in the head that are looking for excuses, you'll find out that thou art the man. Thou art the woman. You did this. You did it. And you're judging yourself every day because deep down in your inner being, you know you're not doing your best. If you ever start doing your best, not only will you have the mercy of God that's everlasting, when you know yourself that you're doing your best, you'll start feeling better about yourself. You'll rise up out of that hell that you put yourself in, because you'll be like, I did my best. I slip up sometime, but I don't have a lifestyle of gluttony any longer. When you start lightening up on yourself, you'll lighten up on other people. It's your own judgment that you need to be concerned about, because your own judgment will put you in hell. And you think that it might help you live a cleaner eating lifestyle? No. The more you beat yourself up, the more you don't do your best, the more you judge others, the more you judge yourself, the more bad behaviors you'll engage in. Because you get in a place where you feel helpless. But if you just do your best, you'll look in the mirror and you'll go, I'm proud of myself. You know, I'm human. I'm having 5 or 6 perfect days a week, 1 or 2 holidays, but every week I'm making progress. I'm doing my best. And then you'll begin to hear in your own inner being, this is my beloved servant in whom I'm well pleased. If you know in your own heart that you're not doing your best with the life that's been given to you as it relates to your temple and your health and well-being, that your lack of health and well-being is self-inflicted, and you stop that and you start doing your best, you're going to lift yourself to a place of heaven that's waiting on you. But you have to look in the mirror and own it. You did this. And with God's help, you can fix it. God is good and merciful. It's sad that we are the ones who are punishing one another and punishing ourselves. I'm trying to do the AdvoCare cleanse, but not sure about what foods to eat with it. Joni? See if Joni's here. Joni, could you get Jamira the detox list? You may have to I don't know how that works because it was a detox challenge, but Jamira, there is a list of foods and a set of rules. When we do our detox challenge, Joni can probably get you the detox challenge, and you do that for 10 days, you'll get great results. We're just not doing it as a group right now, but maybe Joni can get you that, Jamira. Way to go, Jack. Sorry, I'm reading all these comments. Katie Woods wants it too, Joni. Katie and Jamira. Hey, Lynn, did the center open in St. Augustine? Not yet. God loves to help improve my faith and Sasha's faith. When we finally made the difficult decision to do that, very difficult decision, about a week later, our landlord said he wanted us out of our home. So it has really set us back. And I apologize for that. We had hoped to have it open by March. We ain't even got started. It just, our faith is really being tested. But we're looking for some blessing to come our way. Thanks, Karen. Thank you. Paulette, let's get you back on track. We need you too. We need all of y'all. Hey, Karen, we need all of our beloved members. Heather Jones needs the detox too. Tina Young needs the detox too. So before I go, make sure you email info@myshibboleth.com, info@myshibboleth.com if you need the detox information, info@myshibboleth.com. All right, everybody, that's all I got for you today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow at 11. Don't forget Julie Marandino's challenges. She's hosting another one, 2 more next week. Just keep the momentum going. Hope you'll keep coming to our 11 a.m. work sessions where we try our best to support you. And tomorrow at noon, we'll do our partner class on pre and probiotics. Thank y'all. Talk to you later.